Greetings. Welcome back to Beaver Branch Disc Golf Adventures and another disc golf comparison review. Today we have the Sockibomb Slammer. This thing is an absolute tank. The Sockibomb Slammer comes in at a speed 3, glide 1, turn of plus 0.5, and a fade of 4. Absolute brick. We're going to compare it today to the Ricky Wysocki VIP Moonshine Harp. That's going to come in at a speed 4, glide 3, turn 0, and a fade of 3. Now I have other plastics. I'm going to use a Origio plastic harp, and lastly I'm also going to include this Lucid Glimmer Justice, which comes in at a speed 5 but a glide of 1, just like the Sockibomb Slammer, a turn of plus 0.5, and a fade of 4. So we're going to throw some absolute tanks here. Let's take a look at them and then get out in the field. All right, we're going to take a look at the profile of these discs. You see the Sockibomb Slammer on the left and the VIP Moonshine Harp on the right. Similar edge, obviously. The Sockibomb Slammer has the thumb track on the top part. It also sits a little bit deeper than the Harp, and I feel like the rim feels a little bit thinner. Here it is in comparison to the Justice, which is a 5-speed, so that's just a straight up mid-range. Just wanted to toss the Justice in there to compare it because it has that one glide that it wants to get to the ground. Starting things off here with some Hyster Lobs, as always. We're going to go Sockibomb Slammer first. And just looking to get a hyzer out there at about 70 to 80% power. And you can just, the clips are shorter here, folks. It just wants to get to the ground very fast. And here comes the VIP Moonshine Harp. It's also a Sockibomb edition disc. It wants to get to the ground as well and is definitely more stable than your average harp. Here is another Sockibomb Slammer. Get a little bit higher on that one. It still wants to get to the ground. And here is the Lucid Glimmer Justice, which is moving really fast with that 5-speed and just wants to spike and get down to the ground and skip a little bit. Here's our spread here. You can see both Sockibomb Slammers and that VIP Moonshine Harp landed near each other, and the Justice went about 30 feet further on the same release. Now here we're going to try to release these flat, and these discs are so stable it's just going to hyzer as soon as I can release it flat. Sockibomb Slammer first. Now we're going to go with the Moonshine Harp. And again, very stable for a harp. It is in that hard VIP plastic. Here's another Sockibomb Slammer. Maybe the edge up a little bit on that one. And now the Justice. Justice wants to go left big time. And here's our spread on this one. You see the Sockibomb Slammer and that Moonshine Harp are all actually pretty close to one another on the landing area. And the Justice is another 40 feet past those on the straight line. Here we're going to throw a flex shot. Basket is about 230 feet away. Sockibomb Slammer trying to get that over on an anhyzer angle, and you can see it fight back. Here is the Moonshine Harp. You can see it has a little bit less fade than that Sockibomb Slammer, as indicated in the flight numbers. This is a Sockibomb Slammer as well. And this is the Justice, which I really yank over and also throw low, and it hits the pole. Or it would be another 30 or 40 feet past all of those in the woods probably. Here we're going to toss in the Origio Harp. Okay, this is kind of like your placebo here. You see the Origio Harp, and I think any of the BTs would have done this as well. Over, doesn't really fade back. It continued that line to the right, and you can see the spread here. Both those slammers were right next to each other. The Origio Harp off to the right of the basket.
Quick shout out to Trilogy Talk, my sponsor, helping me get all of this awesome plastic for me to review. Check them out at trilogytalk.com. They have the Sockibomb Slammers, which just released in July of 2022. And they also have the VIP Moonshine Harps, Ricky Wasaki's. Definitely some awesome discs there, very unique discs as well, and exclusive apparel offerings.
All right, we've made it to the forehand section of the video. We're going to throw these discs flat and let them hyzer from a standstill forehand. Sockibomb Slammer first. And you can see it straightens for a second, and then it just wants to get over to the right, fade out. This is going to be the Moonshine Harp. Might get a little bit more straight out of that, as it is slightly less stable. Here's another Sockibomb. A little wobbly, but gets down there. Now the Justice, the most stable disc of our test batch here. And it just wants to get over to the right and get skippy on it, the 5-speed. And I'm going to toss in the Origio Harp here. Origio Harp, less fade, actually straightened out for a little while longer. You can see the spread here. The Origio Harp got up there almost out to where the Justice got to, as far as distance-wise. All right, here we're going to go forehand Anheuser flex line. Forehand, disclaimer, forehand is not my thing. I can use the forehand as needed. Sockibomb Slammer here, you can see it fight out there at the end. Sorry I didn't get that full flight. Here comes the Moonshine, VIP Moonshine Harp, and you can see it got over a little bit more. Trying to throw these all in the same angle. Getting a little bit tired. It's very humid out. Sockibomb Slammer there, got it over a little bit. Justice on that same angle is going to fight out earlier and even get over to the right. And the Origio Harp, those of you who throw harps will know this is probably going to get over and continue to the left. Now we're going to go with the chop Anheisers, a type of shot you might need in the woods to get back into and down the fairway. Sorry I didn't get the top part of the flight. Tried to zoom in on the second part of the flight. You can see you get the Sockibomb Slammer up there, and it will stretch out the shot. And here is the Moonshine Harp. Did a very similar flight. Sockibomb Slammer, getting it up, letting it fight out. Awesome shot to practice and to use in the woods. Here is the Lucid Glimmer Justice, which is on that same release is going to fight all the way back and get all the way back to the right on me. And Origio Harp all the way over into a thrower. Here you see the spread. The Origio Harp got down first. And then you had these other discs that fought out. The the VIP Moonshine Harp has pretty much been hanging with those Sockibomb Slammers. And you have your Lucid Glimmer Justice here. All right, one last test. And I'm going to try to throw at 85-90% here. Trying to get some distance out of these discs with no glide. Like throwing bricks or tanks, if you will. That was the Sockibomb Slammer. Up next is going to be the Moonshine Harp, which I do get over a little bit there for a full flex flight. Up next is going to be another Sockibomb Slammer. And again, these things just fight right out of it. And this is, I'm trying to throw these discs pretty hard, and I'm only getting them out, I want to say 240 feet or so. Now this Lucid Justice got a little bit of distance on it, but you can see it fights out like a little baby felon. It got out there to about 260, I want to say. And the Origio Harp, a lot of people have thrown these, stretches out, a little bit of fade, but definitely gets out there pretty far. This was a really fun comparison to do. I appreciate you guys all checking in on it. Definitely some similarities and differences here, and we'll give you my final thoughts.
All right, final thoughts here. Sockibomb Slammer is definitely a tank or a brick, whatever you want. If you want a shot where you can throw it hard and you know it's going to get down to the ground, Sockibomb Slammer is there for you. The Sockibomb Harp that came out in VIP Moonshine has a pretty good stability. I don't know if it has the same or should have the same numbers as an Origio Harp. Origio Harp is going to go longer and straighter before fading or getting to the ground. This Harp is getting down. And obviously I tossed the Justice in there because I kept hearing that the Sockibomb Slammer was the upshot putter version of the Justice. The Justice is definitely a meatball disc. Definitely wants to get to the ground, good in headwinds, and definitely flew, 30 to 40 feet further than the Sockibomb on the same arm speed and release. That's it for today, and thanks for watching. Like, share, subscribe. I do this for fun, and I do it for Trilogy Talk, my sponsor. So thanks for everything, and we'll see you on the next review.